I've been here the whole time.
No.
I didn't know he had Star Wars. What? This is to be awesome. Sorry. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Maybe we'll do a watch
Cry
party.
is
We don't know.
necessary, you know.
We'll do it.
Also, one more note. We will be doing one-shots. Now that we'll have a schedule difference, we will be able to do more one-shots. Woohoo!
One shot Wednesdays. One shot
One-shot
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
Oh, but that's boring.
Wacky Wednesdays. I like wacky Wednesdays.
We gotta have the alliteration.
The
It's that
wacky.
Oh, of course, I'll have to get a wacky tie. So we
Yeah, you
can...
better.
Wackiness.
Wacky, wavy, blades of echoes. One shot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh.
Hey, camping 2 is okay. Halfway
It's
through.
really
Yeah,
not a game at all.
it's pretty good.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. It's a little cringy, but it is a darling because it shows how far we've come.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
Hello. No, we are not.
Mm. Yep.
Um, I don't want. I don't want to interrupt you. You've been muted on stream this whole time.
Oh no.
I didn't want to interrupt you because you were in the middle of recapping, but I can't hear you on stream at all. Oh, I hear me as I pop back up, but I did not hear anything that you said on stream.
That's because we went into the layout that wasn't prepped because it was for no Amanda. All right, hang on a second.
So,
Da, 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 da.
Do it again.
so
Wind it back
like-
and we do
I
it
was like,
again. Do it
Joe
again.
can't. I was
do
like,
it again.
I don't want to interrupt, but no
Okay.
one can
No.
hear Joe.
Oh,
What
no.
do I do?
All right.
Do it again. Do it again.
Just roll with it.
Take
Yeah.
2.
So battle happened. You guys returned to
Oh, no.
Heartwind. It is days
Armaroes.
after Echoes.
Yep.
After the defeat of Armaroes. T's Avenge has disappeared. Murph, Silic head off as arbiters with their honor guard, heading off to go discover what happened to Alair Valerian. And days have passed by, and the millions have increased to Heartwind's population with strange new folk that started to enter in. Anywhere from warriors to just random folk that started entering into the population. Long rests can be had. So, it has been roughly about 5 days since the battle against Armaroes.
Okay.
It has been 2 days.
1 week. Sorry.
It has been
That's the right song.
It has been 2 days since Seraphina left to go meet up with T's Revenge. No communication has happened since then. And the trials and errors from anyone from your group to anyone within the castle itself have not gained connection to them. So, you're in Heartwind. As far as the group that is currently in Heartwind, is there anything you'd like to do?
Oh, man. It's been a while since we haven't been in combat. What?
I'm at a bar. The end.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to start.
I was
We
going
need
to
one more
say,
tavern
Renora
session.
probably would be drinking. What is it, a day that ends in Y? Yeah, we're probably...
I gotta use that.
Fair enough. All right. So you all head over to the tavern. Do you guys decide to choose a tavern within the castle walls or out in the town?
Wherever is closest to where we are staying for Renora.
Okay, so you'd go inside the castle walls themselves.
Okay.
As you guys head into the tavern that you have found yourself more consistently drunk in, currently right now there is mostly a somber tone to what is usually a lively tavern. The crowd itself is getting far more vast, though. Heartwind is not... It is a very diverse community, but now it's even becoming further, where now it's being filled up with many patrons that are Aquin, and now randomly different people that are from the Shadowfell have appeared. But no matter what, the tone is somber. Within this time, there is some energy to certain people. There's a vibe with some of them. Some of them maybe are ignorant to what is happening in the world, and they are just choosing to believe that this is all a hoax and drinking party, while the others are believing too much into it and believe we only got so much time left. Let's throw caution to the wind. But that is only about a small part of the crowd. The other crowd has taken into account of the realization of the world at this point. Not even this world, but the many worlds. The Colpiel is a threat, and it is now weighed on people's souls. Without, well, any royalty left, Seraphine has not returned. The one who's claimed to be the queen of them all. Valerian has not returned, who speaks on the behalf of the Aquins who've just entered in. The only person left that at least has some say is Fierna, as she is the only actual council member that is currently still present.
Okay. So there's like no authority going on. So I lied. Renora's looting.
There's no queens.
Yeah.
There's still like sheriffs and there's still like officials.
But who
there.
are they going to report to?
Who's their supervisor?
Whenever they arrest you, it's like, whoa, you don't have to get me. Who's paying you to do your job? Well,
Literally.
That's
literally, yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
And why are you doing it,
Here
man?
you go. Get out of your way.
All right. So, Renora, you take the time in the tavern to loot some pockets. Go ahead and give me, first off, a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
For good old times.
The good old
The good old
17?
times.
17.
So things were simpler.
Do you choose to just keep picking pockets until you feel that 17 is going to be when someone notices you?
Oh,
Or are you going to allow someone to notice you, be like, you know what? I'm just gonna roll with it, and you're gonna like run, and then start picking other people's pockets.
Probably just roll with it. Yeah, because there's nobody in charge.
I mean,
Worst case scenario, I kill the guards. I mean,
Ooh, all right.
please don't give me combat.
I don't want to. It's up to them, man. They could just let it go.
So you start picking some pockets. You start finding people that have been far past drunk, and they are easy pickings. You start going through.
Love it.
You even feel a couple guys. You even go to a couple guys that are soldiers. As you're able to just get enough, you can kind of go into the metal plates and like pick out some of the bags that they got tucked in to be hiding behind their plate shields. Eventually, you find one guy that notices a weight on his pocket, and you start putting your hand in it. As he immediately just draws out a dagger. As you pull your hand back, do you choose to run?
And I'll be like, like slap him on the back like we're old friends.
Drunk.
Deception check.
Okay. Classic misdirection. A 17.
17. Okay.
It's a bold plan, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
He looks at you. What are you doing? Why are you trying to take my stuff?
I'm not taking your stuff, man. Let's just hang out, have a great time, enjoy it while we can.
You got
All
this,
right, and he puts his arm around you, pulls you in. A drink for the lady. And really,
Drinks all around. I'll stay and have a drink with them. and
drinks
then
all around.
sneak back into
Woo!
the crowd and continue my pickpocketing ways.
All right. I'd say throughout
What's going on?
some time of pickpocketing, you're gonna make we'll say 190 gold pieces.
Excellent.
Not nothing.
All right, Nixus, what are you doing?
See what she's doing?
All right, give me a perception check to keep an eye on Renora and just like start noticing her pickpocketing.
Perception. Okay. Whoa. That's a 26.
26.
Excellent.
Renora, what's your passive perception?
24.
Okay. You don't even notice this as you're so focused on pickpocketing, you don't even notice that Mixus is constantly like walking like 2 steps behind you, just like watching everything you do. Like even as you get like buddied up with somebody that you lied to, Mixus is just still there just watching.
He's just like standing right there, and I'm just like, yeah. Anyway,
Can I go to the, like, if I see people who are not paying attention, can I tie their shoes together?
Yeah, sure.
after I pickpocket them, and then you go and tie their shoes.
Classic Mixus.
Sleight of hand check.
Hopefully it's good. That's a 14.
Okay. You.
I am stealthing around.
Yeah,
too,
I got that,
obviously.
but like you get so far, probably about the point where she gets confronted by someone that saw that she was pickpocketing, even though she deceived them. That's probably at the point where like it's less shoes with laces and more boots with clips.
Okay.
That's a predicament. This new tech.
Around and like if and see if like someone's trying to sit down and pull the chair away.
Excellent. I was gonna say, tell them to have their shoes untied when they're wearing the boots.
That's just when she gets a rope and just ties a rope around her ankles and
all right, makes a stealth check.
Okay. Yeah. That's 19.
Okay. You're able to wait for someone to sit down and immediately pull the chair back. Immediately just falls the back on. What the hell?
Can I take their beer as they're falling?
Sure. Give me the dexterity check to grab the beer.
Jeez, I don't know who's more mischievous, Renora, the trendsetter, or me.
Very dynamic duo.
19.
Picking up.
19.
Oh, that was a save check. Sorry.
Green gals unite.
Was that you wanted me to do save or dex? Regular dex?
Just a regular dex check.
Oh, let me try that again. Sorry. Okay, that was a 13.
Okay. You grab it mid-fall, but like half the actual ale spills out on top of the person, but you have a half-filled
And I
Pine
just
Vale.
like swoop around because I'm sure that it's busy around and just like dive into the crowd.
You
and
very
go,
much Assassin's Creed it. You just move into the crowd.
Yep. And then you just go strip.
Immediately comes up with like
Slightly.
booze all over his face. Who did that? Who did it?
Everybody's just looking at him like he's a madman. Like,
Can I go find another one to do it again?
Sure, but we're gonna do
Again,
that off.
again.
We're gonna do that off screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
So,
keep doing
you just
that
keep
and
doing
collect beers.
Okay.
Wow.
And I'm gonna start
just go
giving
get
beers
lit.
to people. Like I'll go up to
oh.
Murph and give him a beer
Murph's
that I
not there.
find.
Well, Murph's not here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Murph's not here. I'll go up to Helga and give you a beer when I find one. Be like, here, Helga.
I'm on a boat, man.
Random alcohol. Go.
you got your flippy
two
floppies?
I've got two in one hand and one cup in my mouth, just like
Yeah.
God. Xander's just participating. He's just watching. It's like, wow.
So this I will have to take the part of Fierna in this one because Fierna was kind of necessary for this session, but we'll get there. As the day progresses, do you guys decide to stay in the tavern for most of the day?
No.
Helga never left. I never left the tavern. I've just been like
Yeah,
passing out in the
Xander
tavern
would be with
every night.
Helga.
I've just been passing out in the tavern every night and then wake up. Like I never
I guess
stopped
how
getting
long-
hungover since we got back. Like it's just
Sure. How long are we? So, is this over like a whole week? We're talking.
Well, we're doing day by day, so this is
Oh,
so
at
this
least the first day I'll be in there.
okay.
Because I imagine Xander would try to hang out with Helga and decompress from, the whole Armaroes thing. And we started out the campaign together, and we're kind of ending the campaign. So I think it would be good to kind of reconcile.
cool.
that.
Babysitter, get me another beer.
For one day, yeah.
Yeah, we're just this is the
Okay.
first day.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a high-low roll to see if Renora got bored of pickpocketing, and no, she didn't. So I guess yeah, she's staying in the bar all day.
Okay. All right.
Mrs. would go back to the potion lady and give her my notes from what I've used so far.
Okay.
All right.
But then I would just go like tool around and there's new people, so I'm going to investigate and look around and say hi and all
Alright.
that kind of stuff.
Investigation check from Mixus. This will be taken throughout like the days and see what's progressing throughout the time.
What day? 12.
12. There are slight movements throughout the castle. It seems that there are plans taken of what would happen if T's revenge did not return. There is also motions of maybe a planned event that was supposed to happen that maybe if all this drama did not occur, as things are still going on. You see a lot of movement throughout the castle, but you can't specifically figure out of those two topics what's actually happening. Can't hear you.
I'm going to.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm gonna do my little dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Okay, so you decided to go out there and just started watching.
I'm
You-
sneaking around.
Okay, you start noticing two things. One is that there are several. They look like soldiers. Most of them are tieflings, wearing like dark armor. Some of them have a little bit rusted armor, but very intricate. Like some of them have like enchanted leathers. They're currently inquiring with some mages, and they are currently asking when the return of the queen will come by. But it definitely seems like they're talking about somebody else, not someone that you're familiar with. There
Is
is
one of them standing there, just like guarding?
no, they're just talking.
Oh.
Yeah. There is some Aquans that are talking amongst each other, and they are currently debating of whether or not they should even stay here if their queen's not here. They seem more political, less soldiers. At the same time, you do see that there are townsfolk building something out in the main square. At this current point, you can't really make heads or tails of what it is. If you want to go investigate, you can.
Can I first go kind of sneak up to where the mages are talking with the other people and listen in? And be
Okay.
like, hi. And then like automatically go, hi.
Oh, well, you're going to listen in first or say hi first?
Yes, I'm gonna listen first.
Okay, perception check.
Okay. Well, I stealthed in there. Do I need to do a stealth check first?
It's really busy. You'll be fine.
Okay.
You're small. It's busy.
Perception check.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 13.
Okay. You get there a little bit after. It takes you some time to kind of get through the crowd, and then you eventually listen in. We were told to arrive. Where is she? We only knew about your arrival as of a day ago. We apologize. Currently, things are... You must understand. Our queen is missing. Our commander's missing. Our head mage is missing. Heck, even the queen of the Aquans is missing. We cannot be here to track your queen. We apologize. We'll do what we can to try to keep up to date with her. We assume that they're going to be here in a day's time. Fine. We'll find ourselves accountable lodging. They start walking off.
I will follow them a little bit.
Okay. You start seeing them walk out into the streets. It looks... I mean, you already knew kind of where most of them are staying. A lot of the tieflings and drows that came from the Shadowfell are finding spots more in the woods with theoretically more shadow, as they're not like annoyed by the light, but they're just not used to it, as many of them, like the tieflings, are fine with it. But they're just not used to it, as they're finding a little bit more darkness to be more accommodable to them. Some of them are casting spells to give themselves more of a more habitable kind of setting, like mansions and stuff like that. But they are just as vast as the population here. There are some humans in there as well, along with some dwarfs and various elves that are not just drows. But compared to here, where the more common elf is a wood elf, there is a dark elf.
Kiddo. I'm gonna be like, interesting. But then I get distracted by what they're building in the square.
Okay.
And I go that way.
In this instance, sorry, something just popped on my screen. In this instance, I'll allow you to give me an investigation check or a nature check.
Oh. Nature check.
Okay.
That would be a 23.
23. In the center square, it looks like they slowly but surely started closing down small little dams to stop the water from coming in. And they're starting to build this tower in the center. As time is progressing on, they're adding in little bushels of different kind of grass and leaves and branches around the outside. This tower itself is roughly about 30 feet in height. Did you make an investigation check or a nature check?
Nature check.
Okay. You are noticing really quickly that they are custom building a tree.
It's like it looks like a tree.
Yeah, it looks
or
like
an
an
actual tree.
It looks like a tree. It looks like they're taking dead plants all over the place and they're kind of building the shape of a tree.
I'm gonna go up to one of them that looks friendly and be like, "What you doing?"
I mean, this was something in the plan for a while. It's the first year of Heartwind after all, and we're following a Heartwind tradition.
What's that?
Well, a Yuletide ceremony, of course.
Oh. Huh. What's Yuletide?
Yuletide. Well, we're celebrating.
Yuletide? Yuletide? You mean Yuletide, not time? Tide. Okay, yeah. What's that?
Well, we're celebrating the traditions of our forebears and all of our descents before, but we're also celebrating the festival of as you start to see snow starting to come down. No, we're just
So-
celebrating.
So you're celebrating the winter solstice?
Yes.
Okay.
You start to notice at this point that there's certain druids that start to surround, and as like the lower part starts to come together, they start casting different kind of magics like druidcraft, and they start kind of fusing it together and start bringing it life. And you start noticing the more of the triangular shapes start to come together as they're taken dead and they're bringing it to life for this ceremony.
Oh, that's cool. Can I help?
I mean, if you, we'll welcome help, yeah.
Okay. I can help.
Uh,
Some people say I can help.
Well, if you, as you can see like a path of like where there's like a line that's constantly going in and out of the forest. There's a spot where we had to, unfortunately, a lot of the woods have died. We're grabbing all the dead plants and all the rots, and we're bringing it in here so we can bring them back to life for a better purpose.
And you just see her go, because you know she can drive,
okay.
she can move real fast.
All right, she's gone. All right,
And then I go grab stuff and then back. You're like this, and drop stuff down at the feet.
yeah.
Do it again. And then come back and drop more stuff at their feet like this.
Yeah, you just keep doing that. Yeah, it's great. I'm gonna go sit down.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go really fast back and forth.
Wait.
I mean, I
Hold
have
my L.
70 feet
Okay.
of movement, and just do
do
it back
it.
and forth.
Pop, 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 pop.
On this side,
bring
you do
stuff.
notice this is going on as other druids are druid crafting and using spells to shape the tree and repurpose death into life. You do notice that some of them are actually taking the wood as and taking it to ship carvers and ship builders, and it looks like they are taking apart other ships and other longboats, and it looks like they're building something else in the water.
I'm gonna follow one of them and be like, figure out what's going on.
So are you going to stop helping and then go check the other thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, you know,
Just like ADD.
ADHD.
I imagine that Meeksis has like arms full of something, and then she's like, "Oh!" and then just drops it and goes that way.
Right.
You really drop that so it's shit. All right. As you start going down the hill and you start heading into the harbor front, you notice that most of the ships that aren't ships for actual that aren't like already purposed for a specific use are being torn apart, and the wood is being reflattened, reforged, and rebuilt, and then they are looks like they're making one singular thing. Looks like everybody that is some kind of shipbuilder of some kind is on duty right now. Currently, there is what looks like a Triton leading the charge and giving orders as like a shipmaster of what to do. You have actually seen this Triton before. High-pointed but still finned ears. You know this is actually what was the acting king up until Lair Valerian returned. Valko as the brother.
I'm gonna march right up to him because I have no qualms and be like, "What you doing?"
One second. Yeah, take out. We don't need those. Hey, 1 second.
What are you doing?
Fine.
What are you
Just
doing?
take care of it. Yeah. What? Hi.
What are you doing?
Hey.
What are you doing? What are
Oh
you
my
doing?
God.
Well, we're clearly building a ship.
Well, what kind of ship?
A big ship. Much bigger than
Okay.
what you guys usually have around here.
Okay, what's the ship for?
Sailing the seas, of course.
But why?
What are you doing?
Because we want to.
As you just see a female with like a book in her hand, she just like, my lord, I think she's inquiring into the purpose of the ship. Oh, right. We're
Yes, like that. That's what she said. Yeah.
we're taking apart
Exactly.
all the useless and non-essential ships, and we are dealing with the backup plan. Under orders.
What's the backup plan?
Under orders of Lair Valerian, my sister, the queen, that if for some reason she doesn't return, we are supposed to send up another team to follow her into the battle and give them the sturdiest ship possible to make their travels uninstructable.
Oh, what kind of team? Did she specify the kind of team? Or could it be any kind of team?
I
Could
was-
it be a team of heroes? Or is it a team of soldiers?
I was told this was a team that was supposed to be assembled as the backup to the council. I know there was a team coming in from the Shadowfell that's going to be here in a day. There was another one that was led by, I think her name is Fierna.
That's my team.
Oh, right. So then it's also for you.
We get a ship?
Well, calm down. This
cool.
is just to get you there and theoretically get you back.
So we don't get to keep the ship?
Well, I mean, I didn't go through those details. I was just told to build it.
Oh. Well, if I touch it, does it mean it's mine?
Is that how
If you
everything
lick
works?
it.
I don't know about those rules. I don't know about that. Maybe that's a Heartwind thing, but
No,
No.
that's a Feywild thing.
really, I've been to the Feywild. I didn't know about like a Dibs protocol. Like I don't know anything about that.
Obviously, when you were in the Feywild, you were a tourist, weren't you?
I mean, I didn't live there. No.
Oh, well, that would be why. So, and I'm just gonna go over and touch the ship, so it's mine now, right?
Well, it's not done being built.
But it's still
Makes
mine.
us just yells dibs. like
The
over
will
him
dibs.
talking.
She literally wills
It's
in the
mine
will
now,
dibs
right?
into
Well,
the
actually,
swirl.
dibs. Like,
It's mine, right?
Sure, it's yours.
fine.
Okay. And I take out a little dagger and I write my name on
Wait,
it.
don't do that. Can we get another piece of wood over there?
There goes
She-
mint condition. Yeah.
No, this is mine. Mixus owns
That's a
my
mixus.
ship for my friends only.
All right, it's your ship. Just
Is it the literal friendship?
I'm gonna look at you. I'm
So
gonna look
bad.
at him like I'm gonna hold you towards that. I don't care if you used to be a king. I'm gonna hold it to you. You know loyalty, and you are a proper gentleman, so you would hold the loyalty. Pinky swear.
I'm sorry. What?
Pinky swear.
Pinky swear. What's
Oh.
what? Pinky swear.
Put your pinky up like this.
Like this?
Yes. And then we grab it, pinky, and we go pinky swear.
And now, if you break it, she gets to break your pinky. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules.
Actually, it means I
Cutthroat.
get to break your hand, but yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What? you break.
Don't worry about it. We're not.
Don't
You're
worry
not
about
gonna
it.
break it.
You're not gonna break your promise, so it's fine.
Wait, did you just curse me?
Shush, 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 shush.
Fine. Don't worry about it.
Deception
It's
check.
okay. It's okay.
Deception check.
Deception check.
God.
I'm not even there. I don't know why I'm helping so much.
That's a 9. That's really a 9.
He's just like, okay. First off, did you hex me? Am I? Is there something gonna happen to me?
Oh no,
I'll
no,
never
no,
tell.
no. Nothing's gonna happen as long as you keep a promise.
Right. All right. Okay.
So yes, a curse. Yes.
Yay! Thank you for the ship.
You're
The curse
welcome.
kindness. Oh.
I just
Bye.
walk away. I skip away, and there's like little flower petals following around because I'm excited and happy because I have a ship.
Eventually, Mixus, after like skipping away, you eventually run into like a seamstress. She's a tiefling, but she has actually like greenish skin, and she actually has more kind of like. She actually looks kind of like a druid tiefling. She actually has like floral kind of like tied around her horns.
Is she taller than me? I'm sure
she's
taller
about
than
like 5'9". She
me.
immediately
So she's
stops.
taller than me.
Yes. She immediately just stops. I'm sorry. And she just immediately has like a notepad and in a quill. Did I understand that you're the captain of the ship?
Yes, I'm the captain of the
Oh,
ship.
fantastic. I'm Beatrice. I'm new to
Oh, hi,
town. I just came
Beatrice.
from the Shadowfell.
Hi, Mixus.
Oh, hi, Mixus. It's nice to meet you. I am starting a new business. It couldn't really work off in the Shadowfell. My colors just don't work there. I like bright, I like colorful, but this place is bright, and you look bright and colorful, and I'm excited to meet you. I was hoping that you being the captain of this lovely ship that's being built, I could make you a new pirate captain wardrobe.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Also, can you make, are you able to make hats?
Yeah. I mean,
Can you make? See, and I need one for Sandra. I need one for Hal.
Oh, jeez.
I need one for Renora.
Oh, we're all getting new drip.
I need one for Murph. I need one for Fiona. I need one for me. Can you make 6 hats?
I mean, the more the merrier.
Okay.
So I'll tell you. You know what? Do you have a moment? Would you like to meet me over at my shop?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Come. And then she immediately transforms, and she turns into like a wolf, and she starts moving across into the field.
Do that too. I can do that too. Except I don't transform into anything fun. Well, kinda. I can transform into things.
As you can hear her talk, because you have beast speech, she's like, "Well, if you want, you're small enough. You can just jump on my back."
Okay.
She really starts running too. As you find a new shop that's just been built within like the past couple hours, it's haphazardly, but like as soon as you go in, it has life. It has energy to it, and it looks like she's got like a few other staff members that are currently putting it together at this very moment.
I like it.
As she transforms back and she tries to pop a few of the beast shapes back out, as one of her wolf ears doesn't revert back. There we go. She immediately comes back. All right. She like takes this leather piece and she just whips on the table like a big, huge map, and then she immediately shows you like different colors. Now, bear with me for a second. I haven't had such a, let's say, valued customer in a long time. Like I said, colors are not valued so much in the Shadowfell. So, I'm thinking bright, beautiful colors.
Yes.
Are we thinking greens, pinks, purples, reds? What are we thinking?
All of them.
All of them. You want rainbow colors?
Rainbow.
Okay.
All of them.
What are we thinking? Big? Just big hat.
Well, I'm a small person, so smaller hat, but big feather.
Big feather. So you would rather have skinny and tall than short and wide.
Yes.
Okay.
It can't be bigger than Helga's hat.
She immediately goes back into his
Looking
chest
at
and she just puts her hand into it. She immediately pulls out what looks like a kind of like sort of like a top hat. It almost looks like and she immediately takes like a druid craft and she just makes this big huge feather that's like
hat.
Well, you said you want it wide and tall.
Well, no, I want the hat small, but a huge feather.
Okay, so you still want it wide, you just don't want it like bigger, taller than your head.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect.
But I want a huge feather. I want a huge feather.
Perfect.
I want you to be able to see the feather while I walk through a crowd.
She immediately puts it back into the chest, closes the chest, locks it, puts her hand back in. Immediately pulls out like a big, huge Barbosa style hat. How about that? Oh,
it
right.
needs a bigger feather.
Feather, right. And then she takes the feather. As she makes the feather, she's like, nah. You know what? Fuck it. And she stretches it, and she makes exactly your size, and she just stabs it right into the thing. And you got a Mix's size feather on a Mix's hat.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It obviously doesn't stick up straight. It kind of goes halfway and then kind of bends over. So you got like this.
I'll swat people with it while I walk.
Now let's talk about wardrobe. We got the hat.
Oh. Okay,
Now, what are we talking about clothing wise? You look like you're someone that doesn't really need to be, with restricted clothing. Do we want dresses? Do we want like a long coat? Do we want shorts?
So you see this pretty coat I'm wearing right now? This
Right.
cloak? I have to wear this. But you can add accents to it. The reason why is because a god gave me this.
It just casually drops that.
Let me, if you do not mind, I hope your god does it anyway. But it does look a little tone deaf, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you better hope not. The god minds too, buddy.
As
You'll find
Beatrice,
out real quick.
I'd say you accessories, but we can't do anything to the coat.
Beatrice just runs over to the back. Okay, I know I got it in here somewhere. Damn traveling. All right, perfect. Amelia comes in, grabs the necklace. All right. This will not change any of the properties of this will not change any of the properties of your coat. Your god shouldn't mind. And she immediately takes off the hat, and because that's too big to put on a necklace, so she takes off the hat, slides the necklace over. All right. What is your favorite color?
Oh, that's really hard. I like lots of colors.
Other than all?
As you start thinking about colors, like you first think about green as you're just thinking of it, the outfit turns into accents of green. You switch to red, the outfit, and it keeps changing the colors of it. You'd like think of like green and red.
It's color changing.
Yeah, it changes the colors to the outfit without changing the properties of the actual outfit itself.
Color changes like me now. Do you want to see my color change? I could color change. You want to see? And poof! And I turn my pink, like, happy joy, like, blossom thing.
Ooh, fascinating.
And then poof! Okay, now I gotta act like I'm sad and then snow starts falling.
Oh, don't do that! Don't do that! Don't be sad! Don't be sad!
Okay. And poof! And then turn to mad and leaves start falling and I'm all orange.
Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that at all. Go back to happy.
And poof! And I go back to green.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Green is kind of my go-to because it's cheerful.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're my first customer, first contract. I will make this for you. You are the captain of the great vessel, of course.
Uh-huh.
You wanted 6 outfits. Were you gonna have? I mean, that's a large ship. Are you gonna have any other crew members?
No, these are my friends. They need fancy hats and
fancy hats. Do you want them to have some coats or scarves? What do you want? Something else? You look like someone who needs like team coordinated colors. Like, do you want something else for them to wear?
Let's say a hat and a belt.
Hat and belt. Okay.
You can make it as fancy as you want. Oh, and here, so one of them is air genasi. So yeah, you could use those kind of colors like lightning. Ooh, if you made a belt with a giant lightning bolt on it, that'd be awesome.
I will let the research how to do that. Okay.
And then one of them is a shifter, so she's got pretty cool ears. So whatever hat you make, you have to make it so it has ear holes. And they have a mohawk, so they have to fit the mohawk.
Ooh,
and their colors are more of like the reds and the orangey peachy colors. And then I have a friend who is she's a rogue and she has really cool sneakiness. So her hat needs to be really cool there, where she can have like a sneak effect to it. So it could be like a hat with a hood or like a face like mask thing or something to hide her. And she's green and she likes all the darker colors and because she sneaks, and she also likes expensive things.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Yeah. Then my friend
Money's not a factor.
She's the soldier one. She's the go-gooder. Like, she's part of the council. So yeah. So you could probably put her colors as part of the Heartwind colors.
Oh, very fancy. Okay. Gotta give her a fancy hat. But she is a fighter, so she needs to be able to fight in the hat. All of them need to be able to fight in the hat. So I gotta make sure that they don't fall off in combat. Perfect. Okay.
Yes. So my friend Murphy, he's not here right now. He went away right now. But he's
sorry.
a tall, like giant, and he has no hair, so you can fit the hat to fit whatever you want. But he's awesome, and he has a cool beard, and he wears he's got cool tattoos on and all the thing, and he's got cool like gauntlets and such, and he's very much what's his name? Is it Calabac? Calabac. I think that's the name of the god. Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
I think. And he is part of them. So yeah, he like all that kind of stuff. So like wintry and awesome and cool stuff. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So DM the player. Mixus, I'm going to let you draw these up if you'd like. If you want to make updated characters before the final session with big-ass hats and belts, I'll let you choose how you
Well,
want to
I
make it.
did
From.
start. I did start the characters.
So you got
but now
a
I
couple
can just
weeks.
add hats.
You got a few weeks to start designing hats.
I'll make
on top
it where
of hats and
I'll
belts.
make it where like you don't have a hat and then bam.
Oh yeah, 2 versions. That makes sense.
Like-
Yeah, updated character
Are you
artwork
that
with
person?
hats.
Bam! You have a hat.
Bam a hat.
Well, I will. You know what? If it, I will. It looks like it's going to take a couple days for a ship to be made. I promise I'll have them done by the inaugural set off of the ship.
Okay. So there's another group coming. They're not here yet. You probably know them. They were coming from the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Can you make something for them too?
don't
They're
know who-
friends too.
I don't know who they are. I mean, I know Shadowfell people, but I don't know what group you're talking about.
Well,
I mean, we're all coming from the Shadowfell. Like we were told.
well,
We were
one of them is a purple like tiefling thingy.
purple tiefling. I mean, to be honest,
Thingy.
there's a lot of tieflings, but not too many purple tieflings. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, there's a few. I mean, the main one I could think of.
She knew. Do you know who Silic is? She knew Silic.
Well, I know Silic. Silic's really well known as Shadowfell. I mean, not under the greatest light, but I mean,
Oh,
people know
well-
of him.
Oh,
Silic too. Well,
This
and
guy.
I guess this was his sister.
That can't be right. His sister's the queen.
Yeah. Oh, she's a queen now. Oh, that's cool. She became a queen.
You're talking about Dahlia, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's the wait. You're talking about the group that her friends.
Yeah.
Wait, I get to make hats and belts for the queen
everybody get one.
and her new and her new husband and all that.
She has a husband.
Oh, you didn't know that? I probably shouldn't have told.
No, who's her husband?
I probably should be quiet.
No, I want to know. I want to know. You gotta tell me. Tell me.
No,
Tell
I
me.
shouldn't-
Tell
I
me.
shouldn't-
Tell me. Tell me. Tell me.
If you don't tell her, the game will break.
I mean, he's. You guys probably know him across these parts. His name is Soma. Yeah, they apparently got married, and I mean, I'm not supposed to tell anybody. People don't know. I'm not supposed to know. It's supposed to be secret, but like I got weird timings. Like I'm a night owl, and I was like walking around, and then I saw Lord Silic, and he was putting their hands together, and he was like wrapping it with a rope, and yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Don't tell him I told you. I'm not supposed to know.
I thought. Come closer. Come closer.
Yeah,
Come closer.
I'm coming closer.
Come closer.
I'm close.
Closer.
I'm close.
Closer.
I'm close.
Closer.
I gotta go closer.
Till your
I'm
nose is
sorry.
touching.
If I were any closer, I'd
Soma-
kiss you. Like,
I thought Soma was a bad person.
Wait, is he? Well, that's not good.
Plot twist.
Well, I don't know. He was a very confused person.
Aren't we all?
That's for sure. Well, he was more confused. He didn't remember his memory, and then he got captured, and then and he was in the fight,
I regret already telling you this piece of information. You're not gonna keep this quiet, are you?
I can keep it quiet, pinky swear.
No, another pinky contract.
What's a pinky swear?
Put your pinky out.
Like this?
God.
Okay, then we hold pinkies like this,
Okay, this is a little weird. All right.
and then you go
Okay.
pinky swear,
Okay, and what does this
and then
do?
you keep the promise. If you don't keep the promise, the other person who pinky sweared you gets to hurt to break your hand.
Wait. Well, I don't want to break your hand. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
I told you I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Okay, don't tell anyone. I don't want to break your hand. I
Oh.
don't even know if I could. I'm not that strong.
Well, I have a tiny hand, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just don't tell anyone. Okay.
Okay, so you need to make. I don't remember how many people are in their group, but you have to make their hats. Maybe I can send them to you to actually get fitted.
I don't need to. Grabs her hat, stretches it out, immediately makes it like the size of a Murph.
Whoa.
They fit the person's head just by magic, and just
Oh,
lets it go, and
sweet.
it
That's
returns
cool.
back to your size.
Oh, okay. Well, can you make some more hats and belts?
For the queen of the Shadowfell, absolutely. So we need
So, for
quite a
the
lot of
queen,
hats.
can you make her a necklace? I feel like she would wear a necklace more than a belt.
Who needs a necklace?
The queen.
The queen needs a necklace. I really want to make her a
Queen.
hat. Okay,
A hat and a necklace.
hat and
Instead
necklace.
of the
What would
rest
the, what
can
would the,
have-
what would the necklace do?
I don't know. You can just make it fun. Figure out something fun. I'll leave it up to your creative interpretation.
You just see like ideas popping in her head. Fantastic. All right.
So I think that's another 5 people.
And you
so-
assure me that you're friends, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Good. Because if you weren't friends,
Just
this could be very problematic for me.
Just remember, they have 2 tieflings in their group.
Two
So
t-
horns.
I mean, I got that. Yep, but horns.
And I think it's a human. Human?
Yes, humans.
Human.
Yeah, we don't have too many of those over
and-
by us.
And then they have someone with wings.
Well, that won't interfere with the hat.
The what? Okay.
I mean, unless his wings like grow in a weird spot. I don't want to ask questions.
Oh,
Wangs. Wangs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got a lot of work to do. Captain, as
Can you make a flag too
a flag.
for the ship?
I mean, I think that they were going to make a flag for the ship, but I can make you a second flag.
Okay. Yeah, make it colorful.
Okay. All right.
Whatever colors you want. Colorful.
All the colors of the rainbow. Got it.
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea. Shake on it?
At least they know how to shake hands.
And I need to
Just
say,
shake hands.
all right, everyone.
How much is this gonna cost me?
Oh,
Well, it's not going to cost you anything.
Oh, really? What?
No. You're going to be shown off to everyone. When everyone
Oh, okay,
sees
well,
what you
thank
got, they're going to
you.
know to come to us.
Cute. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
makes this as the
Thank you.
influencer of this world.
All the pretty cats walk like this.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you
can
too.
come find me whenever I'm pretty noticeable.
All right,
Yeah.
time to get to work as she immediately just shuts the door. All right, let's start sewing. And immediately just starts getting to work inside.
I'm gonna go back to where
Sweet.
everybody else is. I'm gonna go find them.
All right, we're going to switch over to Murph and Silic.
Yeah.
So, Murph, you are currently on a vessel that is definitely aquan in nature. It is still a ship that is above water. The ship itself, instead of having normal sails above, these sails actually act like fins on the side of the ship, as it is naturally almost like rowing with fins instead of actually pushing against with the wind. As you do see that on the lower deck, there are many honor guard that currently do not have their armor on, and they are currently rowing the ship back and forth, as there is about 20 on each side, taking these large fin-like sides, and they are pushing the ship. Believe it or not, whether it's their strength or just the power of the ship itself, there must still be something arcane, and it's still pushing faster than any ship you've been on. Currently, there's a total of 50 honor guards up with you on the main deck. None of them really have a lead role. The honor guards here, naturally, the way that they are, is they're the kind of the faceless warrior of the Armaroes kingdom. As they are fully helmed, none of them show really much skin other than maybe a little bit of fingertips, maybe something that shows a little bit of separation between cloth and armor, and maybe a little bit of neckline where the actual shirt maybe just doesn't run up all the way. Other than that, they are mostly fully covered, and they just stand and do what they're supposed to do until command dictates otherwise. And currently, you're on your way to Sagaria, or at least what used to be Sagaria, with a 2 days voyage ahead of you. Silic is also on the main deck with you.
I was going to say, I would be seated as close to the prow of the ship as I could be, facing the rowers, and carving. I would have found, I'm sure there would have been a hunk of wood laying around, and carving and watching him row silently, and and just no armor on from the waist up.
Okay. All right. As you've taken off some of your armor, and what are you carving?
I am carving almost like a knotwork of initials that are H for Helga, Z for Xander, M for Mixus, R for Renora, F for Binra, kind of intertwined. So, knotwork letters kind of taking over this whole little almost obelisk hunk of wood.
Okay. Silica's kind of like check up on everything. He's checking like the ropes. He's making sure everything's tight. He's going by. He currently doesn't have any of his armors on, so he's just wearing like his shirt and pants underneath. He currently does not have any boots on. And you can kind of tell that most of the soldiers on here, their armor that they wear as their Aquans don't actually have armor on their feet. They naturally have, since they have wood feet naturally, since they're all Tritons, they naturally do not want to cover their feet. As he's walking around, you can kind of see it as some kind of symbol for Aquans to have bare feet when they're all together on a ship. But he's walking around checking. He occasionally tries to fit the role of like commander as he goes up to like a random soldier that's not doing anything. He just kind of grabs his armor, just shakes it, makes sure it's tight, pulls on any leather straps, and he pats him on the back, and he kind of moves on to the same thing. As he eventually just like goes up, and then he kind of like sits by you, and he kind of like watches what you're doing, and he just kind of sits down, and you assume that he just goes into silence and he just starts meditating.
You take on the role of leader well.
Don't tell them, but I am faking it the whole way through. I've seen my fair share of leaders. It seems like all they did was, tell people what to do, make sure their armor's on right, tell them what to do again, and fight in battle. So I think I can do those three things.
Stops carving, look at Silk. Do you think they know this is their last voyage?
I wouldn't dare tell them. Don't want to lose any motivation. Keep it to yourself. I've already seen enough. Is he just kind of like looked at you? I mean, I'll be honest, I don't assume I'm going to make this.
So you and I have been on borrowed time, though on different paths. But despite all our mistakes, our missteps, our dishonorable acts, what comes now is our chance for redemption, to do something that gives a chance to those better than us to succeed in something greater than us. We will try, but it's not out. Brother, it's not about if we live. It's about how many of those bastards we make die.
It is my goal. If needed be, I'm willing to throw my body in the way to allow what needs to be allowed. Save the queen. When they arrive, hold them back so they can all get through. This armor that we have, it's not a want, it's a need. I've lost my honor a long time ago and I need it back. And if I have to die to do it, then so be it. I have betrayed friends, betrayed family. I'll do what I can to make sure that I can get what shredded dignity I can get back.
My dad is spoken like a mad bastard that I would be gladly die beside.
He just
I hope. Go ahead.
he just lifts his arm like this. He just tries to do a side fist bump to you.
I will side fist bump. So let us not delay, and let's help these poor bastards on their way. And he will march to a bench that has a spot and take up an oar and start. Come, you bastard! We got a fight to win and a war to wage. And I will not let wave or storm be in our way. So row!
As the speed starts pushing up on the ship, Silk just steps up. You can see that he wrote some kind of enchantment into his sword, and then he starts walking up. As he immediately puts on his coat, he immediately takes the helm from one of the honor guard that was in control, and he just focuses on ahead. Even though clouds and storms are in your way, this is an Aquan ship, and it cuts through waves like a knife through butter. We're going to switch back to the main group. So with Mixus now procuring everyone belts, some necklaces, and a lot of big hats with big feathers. Renora getting a decent size wealth. And I'll also say in Renora, depending on how many days we do this, just take the number I gave you and times it by that amount of days.
Cool.
Sweet.
How many days are we having passed?
So far, it's 2 days.
Okay.
Helga, Xander, is there anything you want to do specifically as these days progress?
Start a bar fight or two. Drink
Sure.
some more.
Sure,
You know.
sure.
The usual.
Sure, yeah, you know the usual. Fair enough. Okay.
Is there still a fight club?
Well, hold up.
Right.
We
There
don't
is
talk
now.
about Fight Club.
It says in big letters.
Okay,
so
sorry. Is there still a fight club?
Yeah, you
Says
know,
it
E for everyone. Let's go.
There is still a Fight Club in the same spot. It has been rebuilt because your dragon busted through, and it had to be redone.
Oh. Oops.
It has
My
now
bad.
been raised a little bit above ground and is less of a secret and more of a public, like, people need a stress reliever, and if they don't want to go to booze and they don't want to go help the community, they can go fight the shit out of each other until that point.
That's where Helga's at, except she's completely wasted the entire time.
Currently,
She's got booze and fighting.
the roster is huge as the tournaments are constantly going through, and Helga can throw her weight in because a lot of the Shadowfell populace have joined in. A lot of the Aquan populace has joined in. Throughout this time, we're going to move a little bit ahead. Throughout this time, a few things have transpired. One is, throughout these several days, an explosion happens within the castle.
Uh.
It happens during your sleep. This explosion
What was
happens.
that?
This explosion happens and ends as quick as it started. As all you guys do is you wake up and you see a purple flame go into the sky, but doesn't destroy too much. No one really knows what's going on until eventually it's brought to Fener's attention, as she has to have a private meeting with a few scribes about what has transpired.
Oh. Did everybody see that? Or did we see that? Did
You guys
hear
would have
that?
seen the distance, but you guys would not have been able to figure out what it was.
Did you hear that?
Well,
What was it?
either
It's so
a.
loud.
Yeah. It's okay, Helga. We got this.
Helga, you find time in the fighting pit fighting against others, everywhere from fighters to rogues to barbarians that have thrown their hat in the ring of sorts. Currently, right now, there is no, let's say, a pot to win. It is more or less a way to throw out your anger. Some people are doing side bets. Some people have thrown up, maybe, you want to beat me, you can get my axe, that kind of thing. But we're not going to do any combat for this session.
Yeah.
Throughout the time, eventually Fiona meets up with the rest of you. Mentions of what she was told about the incident that has transpired. Well, I know why the Shadowfell people were being sent here. Apparently, Kukulpil sent several monsters. Some of the different castles. Some of the warriors fought them, and then eventually when the creature was about to die, it self-destructed. Luckily, there was enough mages there to contain it. But apparently the Shadowfell castle was not so lucky. That's why all the Shadowfell people are coming here. Apparently it was, I guess, Queen Dahlia's directive to send all of them that were not currently at the castle here for safekeeping until she arrives. From my understanding, she should be here by tomorrow.
So she actually is a queen now?
I guess so.
I wonder if that means... Oh, never mind. No, I'm not going to say. I pinky swear. I won't say. I won't say.
So, they'll be here by tomorrow's time. So, and from my understanding, the ship is almost done.
Yeah, my ship.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. It's my ship.
Of
That's
course,
his.
of course, it's your ship.
It's my ship.
You just went out and got a ship Mixus?
like-
You just went
like
out?
you
Whoops,
convince the
and shipped over
shipmaster
the
to
ship.
just give you the ship, or like you're just saying it's your ship.
Yeah. Didn't talk to
Try that
I think
again.
you-
It cut out.
what? Yeah, it's my ship. I went and talked to, he was the former king. Now
Velko,
he's,
right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's just a brother now. And he said, yeah, okay, it's your ship. He pinky sweared too that it was my ship.
Oh, he pinky sweared. Okay. All right.
And if he breaks his promise, I get to break his hand.
Wait. I'm sorry. What? Okay, whatever. That's the least of my problems.
What's wrong with it?
You
You
can
know?
help, because I might need your help.
I don't want to break his
hands.
hands.
Well, it's just one hand, not
I'll
both
do it.
hands. Just one.
Helga volunteers.
It's just one hand. Just one hand. Oh,
I
and then-
assume now, like,
also-
Helga looks like she's got a problem where she, like, naturally always has, like, one black eye. Like, her hair is, her mohawk
One
is
black-
constantly always kind of, like, frayed in, like, one spot.
It's like flopped over.
One
to
black eye,
side now.
one maybe empty bottle.
Yeah.
Do you still have your hat on, Helga?
No, she hasn't worn her hat since she got back.
Oh, gasp. Okay.
Yes.
Well, the hat
No,
game will
oh,
go crazy.
and also I got you guys hats and belts.
I don't want it.
Excellent.
But
Got
you need
accessorize.
But you need one for
I
the
mean,
You can't be a ship person without a hat and a belt.
So,
Facts.
this is the other thing I'll do. This is the other thing I'll do, because I am such a generous DM, is
Oh.
after Mixus creates the hats for both teams in art form, I'll allow everybody for their hat, if they were given one, a magical property that the hat does.
I'm gonna make
Let's
everybody
not
have
make it
a-
offensive based,
so
but for example, like
excited.
Renora, maybe it can turn you invisible for 1 minute.
Ooh, I like that.
Fancy hats. Fancy
I
hats.
like that a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
But remember, invisibility is not that powerful a spell, so invisibility just says, unless you're attacking, you stay invisible. When someone spots you,
Yeah.
you become visible again. So it works for you as long as you're not doing any damage to somebody.
Right. Which is the time that she would need it to work.
Yeah,
So
right.
I need to go and make everybody hats. Hats,
It makes
hats,
it makes
Oh, the
Helga
hats,
sober.
hats,
Instant magic.
Sure.
Hats, hats, hats.
Oh gosh. Oh boy.
But yeah, so I need you guys. I'm getting you guys all hats. Oh, and the other team too. Yeah.
I mean, I think half of us would remember the other team and half of us wouldn't, so we
Yes.
might register that.
Pretty much.
I remember. Xander remembers everything, but I
You
don't
remember, I remember, but not
Well,
everyone
well,
else.
you guys
Everyone
know,
else
you
does.
guys would all remember at this point because last council meeting, all of you were together, even for a slight moment. You guys were all together.
Oh, okay.
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 I got them hats too. The person was very excited. And guess what? It was all for free.
For free.
Wow, we got first cousin.
The best
Wow.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free.
Okay, as long as it wasn't 5-finger discount, like we're doing.
Yeah, it was free either way.
It was free.
Doesn't matter how it was free.
Okay. Right.
Fiona eventually acquires about what this
World's
shop is, and
ending.
you're able to figure out that it's called Shadowfell Inquiries by Beatrice.
Yeah, that.
Fancy. All right. Make it on our own. I expect it.
She's a cool tiefling from the Shadowfell. She likes color, and we're colorful. So
Yeah.
she's making
We're very
it colorful.
colorful.
Oh, and she's making us a flag. Because the boring flag that they're going to give us as a Heartwind flag because it's boring. But we're gonna have a colorful, fun flag because this is my ship.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that'll be
Aye, aye,
fine. All
Captain
right.
Nexus.
They'll see us coming from a mile away. They'll go, "Whoa!" who's-"
Yeah,
I'll be-
nothing like giving away the
Yeah, they
element
will.
of surprise mixes. Thanks.
So Fiona just like
I like a
well,
good performance.
so unfortunately she looks like she's extremely tired. Since they haven't returned, I gotta deal with all the council meeting shit.
Oh, that sucks.
Tomorrow, I guess the queen, the Shadowfell queen, will be here. Hopefully they'll release some pressure, but you guys do what you need to do, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow. And she starts walking off. It's like, here we go. And then she walks back into the council chamber as there's already people like waiting for her.
Look, Ralph, do you think she needs a drink?
Absolutely. Let's go.
No, not you. Mama Fee.
Helga's like
Mama
so.
Fee.
Helga's been drinking so much that at this point, if she stops drinking, the cumulative hangover will kill her.
Right.
Oh
You
God.
can't be hungover if you never stop being drunk. I'm
What?
just saying.
Why do,
I'm proven.
That's a
Why?
slam.
Proven.
why do you keep
I'm like,
drinking
Helga.
so much, Olga?
Cause I
Why?
want to, Mixus. Why do you make flags and hats for people? Cause you want to.
That's a valid point. It's valid.
Like you and alcohol, you're a mean drunk.
Helga's just
Have
mean.
Have you met me? This is me being nice.
No, this is you. I don't like.
I guess she remembers the time that Helga was so high in my world.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
In
definitely
the
need to go
Johnson
back to
world.
the
When you were
Feywild
floating.
and get more of those too.
I
Yeah.
agree with Nexus.
Maybe
I
that
like
was the last
high
time.
Helga better than drunk Helga.
Yeah. I see. Thank you.
That was a
Thank
hoot.
you.
That
I
was
mean,
a
if
hoot.
you could supply me with some more of those, then I'm willing to switch it up. But
Good.
until then,
All
I'm
right,
sticking with
that's
what
what
I
we're
got.
doing on
Okay,
this
okay,
day.
okay.
We're going to get
Mixes goes looks in her like in her
one-day
stuff.
challenge
trying to see-
accepted.
A
Hey,
one-day trip
Hey
to
Joe,
the
where's
Feywild
Bonnie
for
from
Helga's
Star
dogs.
Wars when we need her?
Oh, God.
Nexus is gonna do what?
I was gonna say we could look in the see if we left any of it in the designer
The suitcase
luggage.
of holding.
Oh, yeah. Let's. Okay.
Oh, jeez, the Rolodex here.
I'm pretty sure Helga would have plowed through this.
I
at
you know what?
some
I'm gonna
point.
go off of Murph's idea here. No, I'm gonna take a little
Oh,
bit.
God. Oh, boy.
Oh gosh.
So, randomly, you see someone walking across. I'm gonna say that she's going to be. Let's see what race would fit her the best. I'm gonna make up this on the fly. I'm gonna say you're gonna find a what looks like kind of like a very spry halfling, female. Her hair is kind of like tied up, but kind of has like a little like a poofy bun on the back. She's walking, and she's got like this big, huge bag she's carrying around, and she's moving around. She seems super excited. She's going to come to my shop. Come to my shop. Sorry, Thanos. Come to my shop. Just opened up. You get a weird voice from her that you never heard before. It sort of sounds like Jennifer Coolidge as she starts walking around.
Oh, God. You're going to retcon
This
it.
again.
Come to my shop. I got great items.
Jennifer.
Really great.
So wait. Oh.
Um,
Can I
at-
tell that she was from the Feywild?
It looks like she is actually from like the Shadowfell, but much like Beatrice, she looks like she is that random odd duck for the Shadowfell that looks like she belongs to the Feywild. As you look at like her like
These
little
random
brochures,
ducks when we were in the Shadowfell. This is cool.
as you look at a brochure, it looks like it's kind of like an ad for like a shop that specifically it's less about healing implements and more about you don't need to be healthy, you just need to feel healthy.
Oh, the new wave. New wave of cleric.
Sam, come with me to the shop.
Sure. This sounds like fun. What
Let's go to
could
the
we
shop. Let's
do
go
in
to the shop.
here?
Let's go to the shop. Yeah.
Maybe you think she's heard about me? I think she's heard about me.
She
Let's
might
go
have.
find out.
You could sing her a song. Maybe that would help.
Well, all right. Yeah, you got me in. You got me hooked in now. Okay.
Yeah, you're wearing Millie's sweater.
Are you wearing Billy's
Sure.
sweater? Okay.
As you
Let's
eventually
go to the shop.
As you eventually find your way down into the shops, instead of it being over in the woods where the rest of them are, you do find that she decided to say, fuck the rules, and I'm going to build the shop right here, like on the main drag.
Like
yeah.
that energy.
As you immediately open the door, a whiff of a very strong odor comes across your face.
Oh.
It's very herbal.
Oh, all right.
Is it,
Smells like
please
home.
don't add
Okay.
us or don't don't get us.
It's
All
fine.
right.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Recuse his
You find
curiosities.
compared to most potion shops and healing shops, there's no bottles of anything here. Everything here seems to be how should I put this?
Edible?
Yes.
Magnificent.
It's an herb shop.
Yes, it's a
It's
magnificent.
a herb shop.
Is this a bakery?
I mean, depending on how long you stay, it can be.
As you eventually see the halfling go back behind the bar, welcome my shop. I am Kennifer. Thank you for jumping in. Did you get one of my brochures?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Well, we've seen someone outside the shop.
Fantastic.
Hey.
That will get you 25% off of anything here. One time only. Have you ever tried any of our herbs before?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Friend
okay.
that would love to.
So a newcomer. All right. So I would recommend maybe jumping into a little slow. My stuff is very potent. You don't really want to go to the highest grade right away. So, as she kind of like points
But
around.
with this sweater on, we can do anything.
Oh, so Amanda just wants to jump right into the deep
is
end.
ending.
All right, fantastic. I love it.
Ending.
Come right here. She immediately like grabs you by your shirt and she pulls you over into what seems like let's call it the back room. And she takes you over into this spot where
back room.
there's a lot of like artwork all over the place. You do see like what looks like almost kind of like very stingy like dragon porn all over the place.
Oh my! Oh, we've hit a new level of
Voila.
D&D now. Oh.
First it was T and Chill, now and then it was me, Millie,
Is this a
and
friend of
now
Argwin?
So I go.
Renora.
The smell. The smell is
seen
very
this before.
potent. The smell is very potent. Who all goes in this back room with Xander? As Xander's pulled.
Nope.
Okay, Xander.
Just saying.
Xander, I need you to give me a constitution.
Xander?
Xander, just by the odor itself, I need you to give me a constitution saving throw with disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Not
Yeah.
even the sweater?
I look
Oh,
at
man.
Renora and be like, I
Alright.
thought we were picking something up for Holga to make her happier.
I don't know, man. I'm just here for the journey.
Ooh.
Okay.
Con save is with disadvantage is an 8.
Okay.
Nora's gonna kind of peek her head back there.
The
to
mirror,
see what's
the mirror.
happening.
Okay, Helga, if you or Renora, if you peek back in there, as like immediately Xander like looks and he's looking around and goes back there, his pupils immediately dilate as soon as he walks in there. Xander, like there is, there is so many objects in here that's like throwing off your senses, and you
Like,
whether
there's
you
so much going on, man.
You didn't say you were gonna pick up something to make Helga something happy.
So much
Just needs to sit
going
in
on.
here for like a day.
I
and
would
that's it.
say-
It's just-
Xander, at this point,
Hey,
you
Helga!
were giggling like a madman.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Renora's gonna call Helga to come. Be like, hey, you gotta come get Xander.
Yeah, bold
So
of
she
you
has
to
to go
assume-
back there.
Bold of you to assume I left the bar. No.
Push her. Pushing ya. Dragging your ass along. Push you back there.
Bestie. Come on, bestie.
So as she's showing
Okay.
you around, Xander, she shows you many magical instruments
Magical
that can be
Oh,
used.
great.
That's what we're calling them.
I was gonna say.
In this case, we're not going to talk about the
For some
porn. In
reason,
this
they all make the same noise.
That's a good route.
in this case, we're not going to talk about the porn. She specifically shows you like one
Good.
item that is what looks. First off, it is like this little. It's like this little box that looks like a little mini treasure chest. As you open it up, you do find like 3 specific little stones inside. She was like, "All right,
Sweet.
pick one at a time, not all 3. Grab one."
Okay.
Okay, you grab one.
Pick
All
one.
the colors in the whole room turn green, as immediately you just start feeling a sense of serenity. The mere touch of it, immediately all your woes and all your stress goes away. No one cares if Helga's being super drunk and a bitch right now. No one cares if the world's gonna
What
implode
else
in a
is
month.
new?
No
What
one
else is
cares
new?
what's going on. You are in peace. You are stoned as fuck, but you are happy. She's like, okay, you don't want to hold it for too long, otherwise it's gonna have some bad effects. Let's put that down. Okay, grab the next one.
Okay. Oh, all right. Next one.
Okay. Immediately the world itself turns purple. The immediate feel
Ooh.
of life comes through you. You feel like nothing can harm you. There's still the threat of the world, but pain is not something you're familiar with. Whatever wounds that you might have, as you just see her just kind of like picking at you, you do not feel it. Pain does not harm you. The physical wounds do nothing to you at all. As she immediately looks at you, okay,
This
you're a little bit
feels
too numb.
pretty
Let's
good.
put that one back down. Let's put that one back down.
Oh,
right,
okay.
now-
Whatever you say.
For the final one. Grab the last one. Now be cautious with this one. This one's a little bit heavy.
Oh, okay.
Grab that one. Immediately everything turns red. Fear consumes you as immediately everything everything in this room is to attack you. All the dildos are ready to strike. And
Oh Jesus!
Not the face.
Did you
That
really
was
say
not on my
that on a
2020
stream?
for
Yes.
a bingo
Please,
card.
let's not say
Don't
that.
clip
on
All
it.
the dildos.
Do your thing, Internet.
Flip it
Okay.
out. Flip it out.
Yeah. Let the mutes come forth.
she made all right, put that down. I just wanted to show you. So
Whoa,
this is some of the
whoa.
things we got back here that can help somebody. You know, you got someone that's a little stressed out, takes away their woes. Someone's in a lot of pain, takes away the pain. Someone that you want to really throw them off their game, make them feel a little fear. This is a little bit what we
Sure.
got
Oh.
back here. You know, also as
All
she
right.
starts pointing around, and if you're into, you know, recreational activities of different sorts, we got them different sizes.
Okay, how about something practical? Like, I want to go to the temple, but I don't have time, so I want some like a
Temple?
incense or something I can take to commune with my god.
With your god. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, man. I want that shit that makes me see God.
Yeah.
You know, I got. You know what? I got exactly what you need. And
Whoa.
she takes you over, and she takes you over to a spot that has like a bunch of incense trays, and she's like, "I'll tell you what. You figure out what design you like, and then I will procure you the right items you need to find God."
Okay.
There are no gods in Bossing Say.
As you eventually do find like a tray that maybe like suits you best.
Sure.
It's like blue with like little lightning bolts. It looks like essentially like if someone made like a cheap like little fire like little tray that just looks like flames on the side of a car, but just lightning bolts. But it suits you the best. Okay. What about your friend? What about you, ma'am? Did you want anything here? As she looks at Renora.
Was I there when he was like touching the stones
I thought
to be
you-
able to see his reaction? Or was that like
No, you wouldn't be able to see that. His back was turned towards you.
Okay.
But there's still the rest of the area that is like a more reasonable grade shit that is at your
Because I
pyramid.
liked the sound of those. Those sounded awesome. But if Renora didn't even
You can go back there. You can see them.
Yeah.
They are just specifically called the Stones of Emotions. For all three of them, plus the chest, which the chest looks like it's to recharge them. Otherwise, the stones
Okay.
themselves only last 10 minutes before their power goes away. There is a warning to them. Anybody who holds a stone for more than a minute, please do not sue us for any kind of random effects that may procure to the user.
got it.
Yeah. The chest itself, along with the stones, is 1,000 gold pieces.
Easy, done. I'm
Okay.
getting that.
Yeah. Use those.
Okay, so I'll explain how this works. You can just take notes of this because I'm not going to make this.
No, yeah.
So the chest itself is a recharging item.
Trivia.
The chest itself is
What
a recharging item. It looks like it could work with anything that's the size of stones. It doesn't have to be stones themselves. So if it's like maybe something smaller than a dagger, it could essentially recharge in this. The chest itself allows something that doesn't recharge to get a long rest recharge it. It can hold 3 items. The green stone is a stone of serenity. This stone, while being held, no mental woes can affect you. You understand that they still exist, but in your mind, they are not a threat, and you do not feel stress with them being present.
It's your happy place.
It is your happy place. I will not tell you the effect of someone's holding it for more than a minute, but during this process, the side effect is that everything turns green. Your vision, whether you're using dark vision or you're using regular vision, the hues will be green. So if you're using regular vision, it's green. If you're using dark vision, instead of grays and blacks, it is greens and dark greens.
Okay.
Purple. The one of no pain is specifically there that doesn't matter how injured you are. You could have lost a limb. As soon as you're holding onto this, as long as you're holding it with a hand, it cannot be just placed on you. You have to be holding it in a hand. All pain is gone. You can physically see blood come out of a very, very important wound, and you will not feel it. Just like the one that is green, you see everything in shades of purple while this is going on. Same rules. It can only hold in for 1 minute. Extra effects might incur. After that, it immediately loses all potency after 10 minutes. The Stone of Rage. Everything comes in shades of red. While holding this, the holder immediately succumbs to pure fear. Even if they are immune to fear, this will still affect them. And I should also imply, if someone's immune to being charmed, as long as they're willingly grabbing the other two, the charm effect is that they can still be affected as long as they willingly choose to take them. The fear effect, now again, someone has to be willingly grabbing this. They immediately find everything in their viewing range as a fearful object. Everything is there to attack them. They cannot move as they're paralyzed by fear. The only thing that they can do is clinch onto the stone.
If the person is immune to being feared or charmed, what did you say?
As long as they're willingly holding this, that immunity is gone.
Okay.
So, because these stones are a charming effect, if, let's say, an elf picks it up and they want to willingly use it, it will still affect them.
Okay. But if somebody is just handed this unknowingly,
Then it won't.
then it doesn't have any effect at all.
Correct.
Then it's just a pretty rock.
It's just pretty rock.
Lame. Hate it.
I want a refund.
I only wanted to do it for mind games, but I guess whatever. Have to have consent.
For Nora.
Consent is always a good thing.
It
We
is.
like consent.
Xander.
Here at the Nerdy, let's do just a little PSA. Here at the Nerdy Playbook, we do not condone any overusage of any alcohol or drugs, and we also believe in consent. Thank you.
100%.
That was your
Everything
PSA
in
with
shades of
Nexus.
red.
Right.
Same thing with the minute and 10 minutes.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, that being said, if you're able to have someone cast a spell on somebody that makes them want to grab the stone, then they're considered willing.
Ooh, okay.
So charm the charmer.
Correct. For Xander, as you're being procured
Yes.
herbs and your stand, you're being charged 500 gold for this.
Jesus.
Okay. I said sure.
You were
Or I
given.
can sing you a song.
How good is your singing?
Best in the land. Have you heard of my name?
I don't know.
Do you
your
know
name.
who I am?
I do not know.
All right. I am the great Xander the Magnificent,
Ow.
and I am known throughout the Tem realm being the
Xander.
greatest
I imagine
performer
that
that ever lived.
Xander
Heard you
casted
from the bar,
thaumaturgy
Xander.
right when he was saying that, just to be
Yeah.
like, all right, hold on.
I would also say, Xander, you're
The
still
lights.
Xander, you're still like really stoned. So I'm assuming while you talk to her, you're not actually looking at her. You're like looking the other way. So you point at her. You're actually pointing at the wall.
Side.
Whoa! But he can still perform that.
She's just like, well, I tell you what. How about you don't sing, and I'll cut off 25%.
Aw. Fine.
Okay.
You'll be sorry. You'll be thinking, God, why didn't I get that song from him?
Absolutely,
I'll be
absolutely,
famous up on the
absolutely.
stage, and you'll look back.
Tell you
on
what.
this
Tell you what.
moment,
With the
you'll be like,
25%
"Wish I
off and 20% off of that, let's say a good 250.
Okay. You drive a hard bargain, but okay.
All right, here you go. Get the fuck out.
You brought me here! Now you want me to leave? I'm so confused.
All right, so Xander, to explain what you got. So, as everything inside our shop is arcane in some nature, the stand itself, the tray, allows you to make sure that whatever you use on the tray does not suffer damaging effects to you. So whatever you use as far as the tray cannot harm you physically. What you got as far as herbs that she gave you immediately gives you not like the same thing as stone, but you do get a sense of serenity while you have it. Note, while you are taking this, you have disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, but wisdom, intelligence, and charisma checks you have advantage on.
Oh. That's with the herbs.
That's with the herbs. During this process, overindulgence can lead to, let's say, damaging effects.
It's okay. It was just disadvantage on
Disadvantage on
strength.
strength and dexterity checks and saving throws. And then advantage on intelligence, charisma, and wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yep.
Okay.
Also with this, there is considered that during this euphoria, people have said that they have been thinking that they've been flying, that they have become weightless, and that they believe they have seen God himself or herself.
Okay.
Okay. With that little adventure to Jennifer Coolidge's...
I'm gonna run back to wherever Helga's at and be like, try to offer her the green stone.
Okay. The Serenity Stone?
Yeah.
Xander is just
that's the right one.
like taking his grand time
Like, just
strolling
hold it.
behind
Just do
you.
it. Do it. Hold it. Hold the stone. Hold the stone. It's so cool.
What?
Do it. Just do it. 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 Do it.
It's just to push it.
Mixus,
It's
go
the best-
away.
It's okay, Helga.
Mix it. That's a good idea. Mix this. Help me.
Yeah.
Annoy her into grabbing the stone.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
You know,
Do it, do
if
it.
you just ask her to, just once, and you
Who's
offer.
Who's getting the bottle to the face? That's the better question.
Oh,
I'm
we don't
trying to
have
help
to use
you.
violence. This will help calm.
You wanna
your
feel good?
senses.
I do feel
You know-
good. You guys
No.
are
Feel better?
But do you want to feel better than good?
Yeah, I need stronger stuff. This stuff's
No, no.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
the ale is
saying.
weak.
This will be the stronger stuff. Do you not
It's
want to feel good?
It's a rock.
Trust me,
But
bestie.
it's not. Yeah, look what it did to me.
Look at my eyes. She's like,
Look at my
Yeah,
You look like shit, Xander.
I know, but I feel great.
It's gonna get right up in your grill.
I feel like at this
Yeah.
point, Xander has no like weight of his eyes. They're just pure blue at this point. He's so freaking.
You know what? Fuck you. I ain't gonna waste a stone on you. And then Renora's gonna sit there holding the stone for a minute.
Okay, you know what? So Renora, all that angst that Helga gave you, no care. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
You're
matter.
happy. You're happy. Don't need to worry about that bitch's problems.
I just like put my arm around her, like, see, now you understand. This is, see, now you get it. We're happy now.
You need to get on this level,
Thank
man.
you, the old Bob of the Marley.
Do you immediately stop after 1 minute, or you try to see what happens after 1 minute?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good question.
Come on,
Go
bestie,
deeper.
live on the edge. What could go wrong? The world's ending. Who cares?
Yeah.
If the world's ending, then we gotta
I
go out with a
stop
bang.
at 1 minute.
You stop at 1 minute. Okay. Do you let
Yeah.
go and you put it back inside the container? Okay, the effect stops. Vision comes back correctly, and you no longer just see green.
Let me try holding onto the purple one for over a minute.
Okay.
Oh jeez.
So you hold on to the purple one. It's hard to test. Like, you don't feel any different. You're holding on to the purple one. You haven't taken any injuries. Maybe you poke yourself.
Yeah.
You don't feel it. You hold on
I
for
like, yeah.
you hold on it for over a minute. You don't notice anything different. Nothing's changing. You don't
Hit her
feel
with a
ill.
bottle.
You're gonna hit her
Yeah,
with a
do it.
bottle. Okay.
Yeah.
You hit her with
Do
a
it.
bottle. You don't feel it, Renora, but the damage physically affecting you is almost like a zombie, where it starting to peel a little bit back of skin. It does actually more physical damage that you don't feel. You're taking more damage than actually inflicted.
Nope.
I'm
that's
like,
not
Helga, that was mean. She's in her
If I
own
put it back
world.
down, does that go away? Or
It
is
does. I mean, you're
still-
gonna need a long rest
Oh,
to
it's
heal,
still
or you're
there.
gonna take a potion. Basically, what it is
I'll do cure wounds at like first level on her, just
Okay,
to like.
so you're able to
feel
heal
safe.
us.
Saying, like, she
So-
couldn't feel anything. I
So
had to
long
test
story
it,
short,
man.
for
We
the
have it- yeah, it's
for the
science.
purple stone, if you hold on for more than a minute, you still feel no pain. But when you take damage, you take 3 times the amount of damage.
Oh. Jeez, that's
Hmm.
it's like double down.
And then Renor's just gonna shout for science, and then hold
Yeah.
on to the green and the red ones for over a minute.
You're
just
gonna
to figure out what happens.
separately. Okay, I thought you were gonna do it at the same time. I was like,
Separately.
whoa!
We're not
Okay.
That just went from here to
No,
woo! All right.
Actually, will they
Together,
cancel
they
each
make
other
one.
out?
You don't know.
If I hand the green and the red one
You
at
don't
the
know.
same time? Let's find out.
I'll
Okay.
kind of.
Makes
I'm like,
sense.
Renora, I don't know if you want to do that. That
I
sounds
mean-
like too much.
So you hold on to the green and the red
This is
one.
awkward.
As you hold on the green one, you get serenity, and then all of a sudden, like someone walks across you, and they immediately freak you out, and then the green one takes over. What the hell was I freaking out? And it's like almost like a trippy experience. Like you keep freaking about stuff, but then
Right.
it keeps like taking over. They keep flip flopping over you, and like
It's
outside looking
anxiety
in,
and
you look
depression at
extremely
the same
fucked up.
time.
Like
You got hit with that hybrid shit.
Well, that fucking sucked.
That's a roller coaster.
I'll put the red one down, and I'm gonna hang on to the green one for over a minute just to see.
okay, all right. So are you still in the fighting arena while you're testing this out?
Yeah, I guess I'm wherever Helga
All right.
was.
Immediately-
we're all meeting up in.
Immediately, thinking of Helga. Helga's being a real bitch right now. You know what you could do? You could fucking fight her. You could fight her.
I could.
You could take her.
I could.
And
Yeah.
I probably could.
She hit me with a fucking bottle. Like,
She hit me with the bottle. I've only ever called her my best friend. She hit me over the head with the bottle.
you're
She
totally
must be
positive about
working
this.
through something.
In your
Let's
mind,
check it out.
in your mind, you know what? You could fight her. Beating the shit out of her is only going to make things better. That's all it's going to do.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Let's do it.
Strengthening
Let's
your
fucking fight.
relationship.
And she's just gonna turn to Helga and be like, "Yeah, you're right. We should fight."
And the most not serious tone.
Oh, look at that. Another empty bottle. Like, that's-
God.
So I'm going to say you guys are going to
Sounds
fight.
like-
Like, if you decide
we
to hold.
fight?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh God.
I'm going to say you guys
the
get a
rest of
couple
the
licks in.
cleric has to like, hey, can somebody get me a beer? I really need an ale to watch this.
Hey,
Pull
give
up
me
a
one too,
stool.
Xander.
No, you're sure. I'll take hers too. But don't tell her. Don't tell her. No. We gotta watch.
So
I'd say the
I'll
battle
be
just
glad
goes
and heal
super
them both.
stupid, and then after 10 minutes, you're just like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? As you just feel like all the pain of the world from you two beating the shit out of each other.
What the fuck? Oh my god,
It was
it
at this
hurts so
moment
bad.
she discovered
Where's my
she
purple stone?
fucked up.
Where's my? Oh my god, that's so much better.
Did Helga
Man.
take any damage?
Oh,
Xander, can you heal
I'm
me?
gonna say you both took a lot of damage because realistically, it's Renora fighting
Okay.
without fear. So it's just like
Yeah.
it's just
Right.
like
It's Helga just being Helga. Like it's
Right. So yeah, Sander.
it'd be
will heal both
Renora
of
just
them
saying it's
out.
like I can cut her. She's not gonna die, and then just keep stabbing.
Helga would have gone full
Helga like
shit
breaks my
mode.
arm. She's like, you know what? Fuck you. Tries to punch her with the broken arm. Like,
yeah.
exactly.
This is what happens when Fiona's gone for one session. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So
So they once they got their fighting out of their system, Xander, after his like 2 ales or whatever, he goes, "All right," and he starts just cure wounds on both of them. Like, okay, to
Thank you.
get it out of our system, we went on this valuable team building experience. It may or may not be the end of the world, but we grew together.
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
take it.
celebrate
Alright.
our victory.
So the green stone, if I hold on to it for over a minute, it gets rid of any fear.
no, so
Or-
what the greenstone does is you immediately see after 1 minute because you already feel a sense of euphoria
Yeah.
and a sense of non-fear. When you go after 1 minute, you tackle things that otherwise unreasonable to you. Why would you pick a
Okay.
singular fight with
Oh.
Helga in this kind of situation? In this case, you're just like, why not?
Okay. So I
Careless.
lose my sound reasoning.
Pretty much.
Right. Sound reasoning. A good way to
All
put
right.
it.
For science,
It
and then we'll
literally
hold on to the redstone for
turns you into
over
fucking.
a minute.
I'm gonna assume while you hold on the redstone for a minute, like everybody just hears you just screaming non-stop out of the fear of everything.
You hear me say for science, then for a straight minute. Like,
Helga in her shifted in my shifted like where hyena staged.
After 1 minute, after 1 minute, let me think of what is in this place. All right, so you see fighters, you see the ring,
Weapons.
you see weapons. All right, after 1 minute, your fear goes away.
Stabbies.
The fear of death, the fear of sharp objects, and the fear of being beaten up by Helga or anybody else is gone. The reasoning behind it,
Oh.
you have no idea. What you were afraid of before, you're not afraid of now. Everything you can see during that 1 minute that you were afraid of, no longer is a
Yeah.
fear for you, and you cannot be during that next 9 minutes. None of that can create fear to you.
right, scare me.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Forged in the flames, baby. Let's go.
So theoretically, in this way, is if you find something and then you are constantly looking at it, or at least it's in your presence while you're afraid of it for 1 minute. After that 1 minute, for the next 9 minutes, that thing cannot make you afraid of it.
Love that. Okay, cool.
Like, do we, as all of the other characters, like pick up on any of that?
Not really. I mean, you guys can infer, but like, she's never really described what her rocks do. So as she's holding the red rock,
okay.
you just see her screaming maniacally, and then after that, she's like looking at everything as if like death does not affect her. When I mean, you could assume during the purple one that like she keeps pinching herself, and she's like, yeah. But
Sure.
I mean, it's just like simple things you see,
Okay.
and you can infer from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
Purple one makes me tingly.
Teehee.
All right. So as the day sets come to a close, you guys have 1 day left before the ship is complete.
Okay.
As you guys hit your long rest one more time, and you go to the next day. As the night comes in, you start hearing the sounds of cheer in the night and music going through. As music starts playing, as you all get up and you start hearing many people go around as the tree of solstice is complete. Bells of light, different little spells to illuminate the ends of the tree are lit, along with a spell to cast. It creates what looks like a dome of light on the top. The light shines brightly like the embers of the goddess that rules the lands itself. as immediately people circling around it, both to celebrate the solstice of the weather that is coming through, but also to pray for the safe return of those who have already go to tackle this mission, as you start to see artwork of T's Revenge, Seraphina, Lair Valerian, Norn, Viethril, and Valyashana, along with artwork of Murph and Silic that have already headed off to the voyage themselves, as they are also praying for their safety and their return. As people start circling around and singing songs, the tree starts lighting even brighter. This tree being tall and bright, even the people in the forest see it as they start to come out, and without totally understanding what is going on, everybody understands what a winter solstice is, but maybe not this exact ritual. As the Yuletide festival begins, and certain businesses that were already here for Heartwind open up to do different kind of sales. As the winter solstice event will work on for 2 hours, that is 10 o'clock right now, and it goes till midnight. Certain people have made custom items for the winter solstice, everywhere from weapons to armor to random knickknacks of enchanted ways that will last for 2 hours, and once 2 hours is over, the items will go back into storage. During this 2 hours, as you are praying for your teammate's safe return, you are allowed to enjoy the winter solstice and Yuletide festival, as it is its first time that it has occurred in 56 years.
Heck
So,
yeah.
with this Yuletide festival, you have a total of 20 shops that are all creating custom items. You have everywhere from armor to weapons to, like I said, little knickknacks to clothing. Any of this can be used as long as it is snowing. To put into account, the final battle will have snow. So, these are not super legendary items, but they are one-at-a-time things that will make for you. Yes, Mixus.
So I could make myself make it snow? Does that mean it could happen at any time?
As long as you are snowing, yes, it would work.
Sorry. Okay.
With that,
Ugh.
I'm going to have us take just a quick short break for about 5 minutes so everybody can take this into account, and then we'll be right
Yes.
back. So everybody will go to
Yes,
the bathroom.
thank
We'll be back in 5. See you guys just in a bit. All right, and we're back. So, with this winter solstice going on, many of the shops have closed and put themselves little tables in front of the shops with random items going around. Everybody's given essentially what looks like a little like leaf bracelet. This allows you to procure 2 items without cost. Anything that's put out there, you can pick. Once you use up those 2 little bows that you were given, you no longer can procure anything. If you still have 2 bows or whatever bows you have after midnight has been struck, you cannot get anything else. It's 2 things before midnight or nothing at all. As there are 20 shops, many items scattered around, you see a line of many people go into different spots. A lot of people are going to different spots where there is spiked cider, there is spiced wine around the place. There's a lot of food to procure that's keeping everybody's bellies, souls, and hearts warm. People are going around with food, and it is a very joyous occasion. Let me get music up. Game. Boop. FYI, Jared, this is a group that makes Christmas music that's called Freya.
Oh, cool.
So, as you see different things going on, you got 2 hours. Where would you guys like to go? Would you want to immediately go look at items, or do you want to procure drink and food and fill up your bellies and warm your bodies?
I would probably want to go look at stuff first.
Okay. You see, like I
I
say,
would go with Renora.
Okay. You see a spot for knickknacks. You see a spot for weapons. You see a spot for armor.
I'm gonna go to the armor.
Okay.
Same.
As you find
Yeah,
a row of
that's a good
different
idea.
things of armor, you see all these armors are quite colorful. They are meant to be once in a lifetime kind of pieces that are custom made for this. There's really only one of each. It looks like there is specifically an armor that has what looks kind of like a red, black, and gray, kind of like a flannel pattern, and it's leather armor. It's actually a draped like tunic, so it actually drapes almost kind of like a half dress. The self itself also comes with what looks like a brown and red leather belt around it. This is the coat of joy. What this does is while you're wearing it, and it does not need to be attuned, this item itself allows you to be immune to cold damage. And while you attack with a ranged type weapon, you're allowed to inflict cold damage at a 2d10 value.
Oh, okay.
Hang on 1 second. I gotta make sure I
Nice.
have time slots for this. So we are at. Okay, you see 2 other pieces of armor. One is a plate. This plate specifically looks like it's like pink and green. This is called the mistletoe plate. While you are wearing this, it is considered heavy armor. While you're wearing this armor gives you an advantage to all charm effects. If you try to charm someone of the same race as you, you get a +5 value. If you try to charm someone of a different race, you get a +2 value.
Okay.
The last one specifically is one that looks like it's almost like glass armor, but you can feel it's cold, like it's ice. This is the armor of the Ice Queen. This armor is specifically made to fit the full body. So it's boots, it's gauntlets, it's pauldrons, everything. While wearing this, you cannot wear any other type of armor or clothing. So this takes up the whole slot. So you can't wear like a cloak or anything with it.
Got it.
While wearing this, if you get attacked by cold damage, you heal from it. If you inflict cold damage to yourself, you heal from it. Not only do you heal from it, but you heal for twice value. So if you take 10 points of cold damage, you actually heal for 20. During this process, anybody that's within your radius of 10 feet are immune to cold damage, but they don't heal from it.
Right.
This is considered a +2 magical item. Those are the armors available.
Okay. Um. I kind of like the sound of the first and the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Renora's thing is not dropping in AC though.
Because what's your AC now?
Well, the breastplate that she has now has an AC of 17.
Okay.
Would the leather armor be less than that? That first one?
Sorry, what's your AC?
The breastplate
17.
that she has on right now has an AC of 17.
Okay. So leather itself, leather is 11 plus your dexterity. So your dexterity
Okay.
is a 20, right?
No, it's a 16.
You have a 16 in dex? So no, it would
Mhm.
not beat it.
Okay. And then for the ice one though,
That's a breastplate,
last
so
one?
that'd be considered heavy armor. So you would not be able to wear it because I don't think you can wear heavy armor.
yeah, I can.
Oh, can you?
I'm a fighter rogue.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
yes. So a breastplate itself.
Oh, well, hold on. I've been wearing a breastplate.
Okay.
It says it's medium armor though, so I don't know if just.
Oh,
that
I'm sorry.
breastplate
Then
is
it's
medium.
yeah. Then it's medium armor. I'm sorry.
Okay. No,
so,
you're good.
So it'd give you the
'Cause I
same
can do light
stats
and
as what.
medium.
So it'd give you the same stats as what you have now.
Okay, I'll do the ice one then. The
Okay.
last
So you're
one.
gonna. So Renora's gonna take the ice armor. Okay. Before we continue picking, between Helga, Murph, and Mixus, what are you going to do during this process?
Gonna look at the weapons.
You want to look at the weapons? Okay.
Yeah.
You see a selection of 4 weapons scattered amongst the place. These, again, are very colorful. First off, you see one that is a quarterstaff. This is called the candy cane. This is called the candy cane staff. This staff itself specifically is what looks like a very, very lightweight quarterstaff that essentially has the white and red stripes down it. During the process of wielding this staff, as long as it's attuned to, you can choose to wield this with any stat you choose, instead of dexterity or strength. The staff itself is magical in nature, and while you're wielding it, any effect that require grappling, you have advantage on, and the opponent has disadvantage on. The next item itself is what looks like almost look like someone just took different branches together and put them together, and you have the garland whip. This item itself is specifically an item that's supposed to poison. The range of it goes up to 20 feet. The whip itself acts as a normal one, as it is a 1d6 type of damage, but it inflicts an additional 20 points of poison damage automatically without rolling. There is no extra effect as far as what they take after it, as far as like a saving throw, but due to its reach, it gives you a better chance of grappling and a better chance of attacking.
Double kitty cat.
Where is the other one? Hang on, some of my ones are missing. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here we go. We got the Solstice Cane, which is what looks like a walking cane. It's very elaborate, and much like the armor, it is made out of pure ice and glass, as you can see through it. This cane itself turns the terrain to ice by merely touching it. It is a choice of the wielder to turn the terrain into ice. Everything they walk on with the cane turns into a flat surface completely composed of ice itself, makes it uneven terrain, and the possibility of slipping, as a person could fall as their turn of movement. During this process, anybody who has any abilities with ice magic, aka cold, has advantage while they're standing on this property. The fourth one, where the hell is it? Here we go. The staff of sleigh pulling. So this staff itself is a lot. The wielder can enchant 3 people.
I already fed them.
During this process, as long as they are no further than 10 feet apart from each other, they all have 500 feet of flying speed. If they separate by any means more than 10 feet from the wielder, they fall with not having flying anymore.
It has to be in tuned, all of these items?
That one does.
Oh, okay.
Those are the weapons.
So most of those had to be in tune, correct?
Most of them, yeah.
Okay. Is there any of the ones that don't have to be?
The candy cane one doesn't have to be.
And what was the candy cane one again?
Let me pull it back up.
Sorry.
Hang on, I got several pages. Let me go back to the candy cane. Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
I don't know where I put my candy cane one. I had it on my screen.
The candy cane.
They didn't grow legs and walk.
Oh,
Mutant candy
right.
canes.
So the candy cane one gives a wielder advantage on anything that is a grapple maneuver, and the person a disadvantage against being grappled.
Very nice. Is each item for 1 ticket, right? And we have 2 tickets?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
What was the thing that you said right before the sleigh cane staff?
Can't remember the order that I told you.
Too many things.
Mm-hmm.
Was
The
it
DM has too many items.
was it the whip?
It was after the whip, I thought.
After the whip?
It was the nay.
Well, that just confuses me. Thanks. There was the cane. Oh, it was the ice cane. So the cane itself
The ice
freezes
cane.
the ground beneath you, turns it into an uneven terrain. Only the person wielding it can walk fairly on it, so the possibility of slipping if they make uneven movement, and you get advantage on cold attacks.
Excellent. Renora is going to be would like to be the ice queen and have the ice armor and the
Yes.
ice cane.
Okay, so you get
Just
the cane.
go
Renora gets
there.
the
This
cane.
is their ice queen phase.
Yeah,
Let it go.
her ice queen era.
Oh my gosh.
Someone's gonna
Their
have
ice
to
queen era,
send
there you
me ideas of what that looks like so I can put it on your new
Well,
armor.
those things are actually the only ones that actually look.
You wanna
Those ones are the
fight
ones that actually
me?
look the same. So it's just basically Renora just wearing like what looks like glass armor and a glass cane. All right. So I'll
And
go
a
over the
pimp hat.
knickknacks.
I mean, pirate hat.
Yeah. Right.
And a belt. And a belt.
I'll go over
Don't bite my fucking face.
the knickknacks if anybody wants knickknacks. So
Yeah, because I can't do either all of the weapons or the armor. So knickknacks.
okay. So there are
Pat
several
whack,
tables
give you down
that
the
where
bone.
their knickknacks are actually gifts. They actually look like they're actually boxes that are wrapped, and they're considered magical items. There is a total of 3 different kinds. There is what's called the gift of presence. While holding this, you have 2 charges. This box has 2 charges per long rest. When you put an item that is no larger than the size of this box in here and you close it, 10 minutes later it duplicates the item.
How big is the
jeez.
box?
The box is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
Oh. So big enough to put a potion in it.
Yes.
Oh.
There are some rules.
Well-
The item itself cannot be living. And the item itself cannot have a legendary marker to it.
Okay.
There's the gift of the past. Anything you put on there that has died, that is within the size of it, can bring it back to life.
Oh.
As long as the death has not exceeded 100 years. Obviously, it needs to fit inside the box. Still 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
Damn. So you can't shove a person in it.
Correct. This is where
Unless
if
we
you want to
use
be
a
clever,
like that, you can't.
Wait. Would it work if you had a shrinking potion and then shoved them in the box?
technically
Or
yes.
if you cast enlarge reduce on the box.
Technically yes. Well, you can't cast enlarge reduce on the box. The box itself is immune to be changed, but you can do it on the
Okay.
person.
Okay.
The last one is the gift of the future. While you put in an item like this, the item itself, while being closed, moves itself ahead 1 year in time. So if you have any kind of item that you need to progress further, whether or not you're making a potion or if you need to see what the progression rate of it in 1 year, you put in there, close it up, 1 year has passed. Those are the gift of the presents. Let me pull up the other ones. We got the stocking of holding. Much like a bag of holding, only it is one giant magical sock. The stocking of holding itself can only hold itself 2 items, but they can be of any size. While in this bag, the items themselves, magical or not, regains all their charges. It needs 1 minute to activate its ability. It has 3 charges. So, you put an item that is used up all its charges in there, put it in there, 1 minute later, it comes back fully recharged. There is the Fire Flower Poinsettia. This specific poinsettia that you get has a bloom to it. When thrown, it creates a fire bolt effect. When doing this, you target one creature. If the target is not immune to fire, they immediately creates an explosion effect that, if it brings them down to under 100 HP, will kill them immediately. Let's see.
That's nefarious.
There is the Hat of the Winter Solstice, basically Santa's hat. This has 3 effects. While wearing this, if you are of male gender, you immediately grow a white beard.
Of course.
And white hair. If you have hair. If you are female, then you just get your hair color just changes white. Second ability is you're constantly affected by the Bless spell every turn.
Oh.
Let me read the rest of it. Where did I put on this? Ah, yes. Okay. So you're immune to necrotic damage.
We should get it for Murph.
Right?
Next up is there's multiple of the solstice sweaters.
Sweaters. I like sweaters.
Sweater weather.
While wearing these sweaters, you have advantage on all con checks and con saving throws. And you have disadvantage on charisma checks and charisma saving throws. During this process, there's a note in here, you still look like a dork. During this process, if you are a spellcaster, your spell casting recharges at a short rest instead of a long rest. And if you're not a spellcaster, any abilities require a long rest requires a short rest. So, you know. The other 2 items are specific instruments. Both of them specifically are lutes. Each one of them plays a specific tune. One specifically sounds like the song "Grandma got ran over by a reindeer."
Oh God. Okay. God.
Where it summons a reindeer and runs someone over.
Oh my goodness, I need that one because Fred!
The other one sounds like 3 gentlemen. During this process, while you're playing the song, the person who's playing the music and the person that the person chooses is immune to psychic damage. Along with that, any person that they choose to attack while actually playing this music gets additional 2d6 psychic damage.
Okay.
These aren't supposed to be super fun. I mean, they're just supposed to be fun, not crazy, like, powerful.
Sure.
And comical for like when you randomly need to a comic relief.
Last thing you see is random small items. There are coal-tipped arrows. Whenever you attack someone with a coal-tipped arrow that is evil or chaotic, they take extra damage. There's the evergreen staff. Naturally, always gives you a pine scent during this process. Anytime you move over land that is grassy terrain, you get double movement speed.
Ooh.
There is the... Where is... Nope, that's not it. I got so many notes in here that I had that I probably didn't finish items. Okay, here we go. You got the cocoa of resilience. During this, you make yourself a spot of cocoa. Consuming this toasted chocolate beverages restores 10d6 hit points, making you temporarily resistant to the last type of damage you took.
That's useful.
And then the very last thing is the gift wrapper. This item itself is a bow. It shoots out specifically energy arrows, so you don't have to reload it. When you attack with this, you have a chance of grappling someone with actually the wrapping paper that it's actually attached to.
Grappling somebody with wrapping paper.
So that is what we got. Please do not make me repeat shit. Hopefully you guys are taking notes.
Okay.
Mixus has got ideas.
So Mixus likes like 5 of them, but only has 2 tickets. So question, and this might not be possible, but if I bought the present one that duplicates, can I put the ticket in ticket in the present in it?
No, this is not 3 wishes. Last wish gets you more wishes. No.
No more wishes. Yeah. I like your thought process, though.
So, hey, I had to try, right?
You did.
Now you
Absolutely, it's a
can
big
ask
thing.
ask your friends if they don't want to get something if they would give you theirs.
Anybody want to give me a ticket?
I know what I want to use for my tickets.
Bernard already used
I already
her
spent
ticket.
mine.
I have a question. One, does Murph get a bracelet for stuff? Or
Murph is already getting enchanted items on the side that I'm going to give him after
Okay.
this. They just won't.
And 2, more so for Helga, because she's pretty much tapped on weapon, attunement, and doesn't wear armor. Is there just like enchanted clothing? Like, or is it literally just armor and weapons?
Everything that I told you is what they have.
Okay, mix this, you can have my shit.
Aww.
I don't
The
have
true gift of giving is Helga's heart grew twice the size. Okay. I know what I want.
Her liver shrank 3 sizes.
You know what you want, makes us go for it.
What? The first present that duplicates
Okay,
things.
the gift of presents. So.
Yep. So you'll have to give me more cheats or goods about that later. Okay.
Okay, hang
then
on.
I want the okay.
Okay.
And then I want the coal arrows. Then I want
Hang
the
on.
cocoa. Oh, sorry.
I gotta write these notes down.
I got too excited.
I like how you're like,
it's
I don't
the
like the
holiday
weapons,
spirit.
but the knickknacks.
Yeah.
It's kind of on brand, remember? Like, she would totally go and, like, go for the knickknacks. It's totally on brand. She's like a little, like, I don't know, klepto.
Okay, 4th item, or 3rd item.
The cocoa.
The cocoa? The
Yeah,
cocoa of
I knew
resilience.
that.
I think you mean hoarder.
Knick-knack.
Collector of the Knicks.
The collector of the knickknacks. I think Renora's the hoarder. Remember, she's got the bag of holding that is completely full.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, and fourth item.
The wrapping paper. One.
Oh, the bow?
Yeah.
Okay.
wrap.
The gift wrapper.
The gift
Yeah.
wrapper. Okay, those are what I want.
Okay, hang on. Let me write down those notes.
Yay. 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 Yay, yay, yay. Yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to use these. So excited. I'm so excited. So excited.
Xander.
All right, I'll take the. I think it was a breastplate of the charming.
Oh, the mistletoe plate.
Yeah, take that.
Right.
Yep, take that, and then the.
Hang on, let me just write that down 1 second.
Yep.
Okay, and your second thing.
It would be the second loot of the gentleman one.
The three gentlemen.
Three gentlemen. There you go. Take that one. Now, my only sidebar question is for the holiday spirit and trying to use my items that I do have. Is there an enchanter that could take the properties of Millie's sweater and weave them into the breastplate? Charming.
Sure. We'll say that. Yeah,
All
they did that for
right.
you.
Just get Millie's
Yeah.
sweater and one of the other sweaters and just knit fabric.
Yeah.
No, but I need something that
All right.
actually can protect me and all my cool.
Now, as the time's going on, music is playing. With this happening, joy is affecting people in a way that you didn't think was going to be able to happen. It is a very somber time for the 9 realms. And for Heartwind right now, the right time, the right place. Happiness is at least consuming people for the night. And that is a gift that's not going to be taken away. We move over to Murph and Silic. As at this point, the snow is coming down on the ship of your own. You already know that even if ice is affecting, this ship cuts through itself like a thick wave. And it starts to freeze around you. But you are immune to the cold. So is Silic. And so are all the different Tritons and different Aquans that are on this ship. As no one has any fear of the cold ahead. But as it's going on, you see Silic step up. He starts to attach certain things to different spots of the ship. At first, you're not quite sure what he's doing. Starts putting on a little thing here, little thing there. And he just sits down, and then he starts... All right, they're doing it there. Let's do it here. He just blows into his hands, and immediately just... As the Stardust starts coming up, as immediately lights starts engulfing the whole ship to make it look like it's the bulbs in a Christmas tree that are on itself. So I know what they're doing back over at Heartwind, and I figured we could do it here. At least while we're sitting here for a couple days. As he starts walking up to you, and he opens up a box, and he pulls out a small little gift. He just hands it to you. Happy Yuletide, as he passes you a gift.
What's this? I'll open the box.
Inside, you find yourself what looks like a long, sleeveless fur coat. The coat itself draped down to the knees, and it's meant to be worn open, but has like these long like ropes that connect them both together while it's left open. The coat itself looks like it's really pretty and made. The fur itself is black and brown, almost like it's made off of a hide of a very elegant creature. The material off of it itself allows for a couple magical enchantments to happen. First off, you cannot be charmed by any means necessary. The ability itself while you're wearing it makes you resistant to everything but psychic damage while you're wearing it. Added to whatever abilities you already have, of course. And you get 1 extra attack.
This is beautiful. Hey. One good turn deserves another. I will stomp back to the away from the prow and towards like the cargo hold of the ship, and as I'm doing so, I'm eyeballing all the honor guard and I'm kicking off my boots. Stillick is right. They're doing it in Heartwind. Tonight is a night of hope. Tonight is a night of joy. Tonight is a night, and he'll bend down to the cargo hold and hoist up 2 barrels of meat. Tonight is a night to celebrate.
There you go.
And he'll walk to Silic and pull out a small flask of like really high quality dwarven whiskey. And this, happy Yuletide.
He immediately takes like a cup, pours a little bit in there. Happy Yuletide, brother. As he just clinks the cup to you and he immediately just takes a swig.
He takes a swig, smashes the tops of both barrels. It's happy Yuletide! Let's live like there's no time.
As immediately a break happens amongst the ship, and some of the honor guard starts to relax and takes off some of their helms, and starts taking turns on shifts to enjoy Yuletide Festival. Music starts to play as a spell that is conjured there that Scylla created for this moment allows there to be a small procession of what looks like a spectral band that just summons up 2 different musical instruments that are played by these invisible hands to start playing of like a somber Christmas tune with a little bit of a beat to it.
As the music starts, Murph will walk to the prow of the ship where Silic decorated, and he'll take that small wooden obelisk that is not work of all his pack's initials and place it along with the rest of the decorations. Happy Yuletide, brothers and sisters, wherever you may be.
With that, Yuletide Festival comes to a close.
Oh, it's fun. You should keep doing it. Let's do it again. Again.
Again.
More gifts! More guests.
More gifts.
As you
Hot
guys...
chocolate is empty.
with that, you guys have a good drink, some good food, both on the ship and over in Heartwind, and you all crash from a good, eventful night. With the morning starting, back to reality.
Oop, there goes gravity. Sorry.
Knees weak, arms heavy. Mom spaghetti.
With the ship being finally complete.
My ship.
Your ship.
Mix's ship.
But we do not want to go...
Throw her name on it.
We do not want to go
Let me
past
name
there because next week I got Blades, and Blades will start off with the Yuletide Festival. So,
Okay.
With the friendship.
We're on the friendship, and they're gonna get a whole
Oh god.
bunch of
Yep, the
awesome-
friendship ship. God.
Yeah, you gotta think of the name of the ship, Mixes. You've
telling
named
you,
everything else in this
friendship.
campaign.
It's friendship.
Ship. It's
So-
the literal friendship.
Ship. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I
it,
will-
but I hate it.
unfortunately,
You
at
love
the
it.
beginning, the
Thank you,
episode was
Matthew.
muted, so I'm going to go over
No, no.
the announcements at the end of this. No more echoes until most likely the first week of January. We'll update socials because we're going to combine echoes and blades together for 2 long sessions before the big long battle that we'll have on January 11th. Remember, it will not be streamed on January 11th. We'll record it and then we will post it later on in its entirety. If you want to check us out, all of us will be in Beloit, Wisconsin around that weekend. And if you want to come by, most of us will usually be at 5 Bar, at least in the evening, hanging out. Otherwise, check our socials to see where we're going to be out if you want to come out and get a drink. Only one more episode of Blades, which is on Tuesday. Tomorrow, we continue Star Wars. So make sure you check that out. We actually get to hear the voice of the Kennifer Jewelage that I did not want to try. With that,
Yeah, she's not that. She is not that. She's just a very friendly pharmacist.
right. And then we will, after our final session, we will take a break until about February. We'll post in the socials when Campaign 4 is going to begin. So in February, we'll do Tuesdays for Campaign 4, every other Thursday for Star Wars. And then Wednesdays will be Wednesday one-shots. So check out the one-shots as well. We'll try to see if other people, Wacky Wednesdays, if anybody wants to try their hand at being a DM. And we try different stories and have some fun. Maybe Murph will get into it. He's got a few cool ideas. But that being said, apologize at the beginning. It was a little muted, and but hopefully everything was good to this point. Everybody have a fantastic night. And if this group does not see you until next year, have a happy holiday and a happy new year. Good night.
Yes.
Happy holidays,
Bye.
y'all.
Night.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Bye.